Welcome back. How's it going? What is happening? What is going on? Right, so we're doing the chicken kiev, aren't we? So, right, what we're going to do, the chicken kievs are still in the freezer. So we need them to be as frozen as I can. Okay, right, I've got the oil that the chicken kievs are going to go in. The oven's on, and the reason why the oven's on is because we're doing some smoked bacon, mate. That is going to be going in the oven at about, I don't know, about 160, something like that. I've oiled it in me hazelnut and pecan roasted oil. So we're going to do that now. Right, okay. I've had a few beers. I'm pretty merry. Alright? So we'll see how this is going to go. Right. The longer I keep the chicken kievs in the freezer, the better the outcome. Okay? Not about freezing them or anything like that. I want to keep that parcel of chicken as much as I can. Okay? So what we're going to be doing now is the salad dressing. So I'm going to make sort of my version of a house dressing. So I'm going to whack in some walnuts like that, not too many, and I'm going to whiz them up first. So what a very peaceful, lovely Wednesday. So I'm used to saying Sunday, right? Bloody hell. Here we go. Okie dokie. So it has gone a little bit predicted. It's walnuts are quite oily, so we've got a little bit of oil sediment going on. Let's scrape that off. Right, okay, so I'm going to whack in some mustard grains. I'm going to put in about a big teaspoon of that. I'm going to put in some honey. I'll say about some of that. There we go. Let's see how this goes. Right, I'm also going to put in some mustard as well, and we will see how this comes out, because obviously at work they probably do it completely differently. I don't know what I'm doing. I am literally a pleb on the scum of your shoe, so that is how we are doing it. Right, I'm going to use my garlic, thyme and rosemary oil, but we're going for the sediment. So in that goes, that's going to be quite potent. I'm going to put a bit more oil in that. Okay, let's see how this performs. Yeah, so yes, this is a bit weird, me being off on a Wednesday, to be honest with you. I'm not really used to this, it's quite strange. So, right, here we go. See what we can see. Right, so it's quite pasty, so I reckon probably more a bit more oil. So I'm not going to waste me garlic oil. I'm just going to use the hazelnut and pecan oil. Two of them in, maybe three actually. Alright, let's whack that back in and see what happens. Let that do its thing. Right, okay, that's quite cool. So it's almost like the consistency of butter, really. Right, so it does need quite a little bit more oil. Because it's not, it really tastes nice, but it will just, like, it's like a really concentrated house dressing. It's almost, it's a house dressing, but okay, that's fine. I mean, it's going to be, it is what it is. It is almost like a paste. It's pretty mental, I must admit. It's quite, okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in it as well. Yeah, so I think basically, it's like a house dressing paste, really. So, and I'm going to leave it like that. So I just don't want to. I think I can make it more of an oily base. So that's basically what we got. I don't know. I mean, you can't really see it, to be honest with you. I suppose. Let's have a look. There we go. So, yeah. So I'll leave that in there. Ish. Now what we're going to do, so I'll leave that over there to do its thing. Right, now I'm going to make the breadcrumbs for the chicken keivs. So what we're going to do is we are going to put half of this in here, because I don't think we're going to need all of it. So how about that? Okay. And I'll wet that over there for a minute. Right, okie dokie. So I've got some Parmesan cheese here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to grate some Parmesan cheese in the breadcrumbs. And I'm going to coat the chicken keivs. That's still in the freezer. Let me just check the bacon that's in the oven. That's cooking off nice. Let's get that out for a second. Let's just move that up there. Let's just move that over there, because that oil is hot. So I'm going to turn this over. So before I put this bacon in here, I just put a spoonful of oil, covered it round, put the bacon in, and then tipped them over, so they're all covered in like cooking oil, apart from their own actual bacon fat. Okay. So we want to try and get that fairly crispy, because that'll be going in the salad. Okay. Right, okay. Let's get back to what we're doing. So, let's have a go. We need to get a plate out. Cut off a bit of this Parmesan. Right, so I'm going to pour that in with the breadcrumbs. So that's why we've got to be quite careful on what. I've got no temperature gauge on this oil, so I've got to be quite diligent. Do you know what I mean? Right, okay. Right, I'm going to put a little bit of salt in there. A little bit of black pepper. Okay. Let's have a look. Some parsley. So I don't want to whiz it up too much with the parsley. I don't want to try not to create too much green. And we have, but there we are. That's why you've got to be quite careful. So it's alright, it's not a major issue, it's fine. I can always add more breadcrumbs if I think it's a little bit too green. Which I think it is slightly too green. So I'm not liking that. So I'll just add a bit more breadcrumbs. And don't forget that parsley, it's fresh parsley, so it will dry out the mixture a bit. So we've got Parmesan cheese, salt, pepper, parsley, and that's the breadcrumbs. So we will see how that turns out. So what have we done? We've made the dressing for the salads. We've finalised on the breadcrumbs for the chicken kiev. So we'll whack everything back in to what we need to do. And that includes the remainder of the parsley. Okay. Right. Whack everything back into this little house, this little home. I can go up now. Right, okay, here we go. So, I've got the oil up temperature. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the chicken kievs first. I'm going to do the chicken kievs first, and then I'm going to do the chips, and then we're going to do the salad. So that is how we're going to do it. So first of all, I need flour. I also need the egg situation, which is why the £14 bargain basement whizzer is all about. So there we go. Winner, winner. Bargain basement dinner. Right. Okay. Right, that was me just trying to attempt to put an egg in the bin, and I completely missed. And there we go. Right, here we go. Let's do it. Well, all we're doing is an egg wash for the chicken keiv, so that should hopefully by now be frozen enough. I just want to freeze them into that shape, remember? Alright, that's all we're doing. I've got to get organised. Hang on. So right, okay, here we go. I need to get ready and organised. Sorry about this. Right, here we go. Right, I'm going to do the smallest one first. And with this technique of doing chicken keiv, speed is essential, because you want to minimise the amount of time this chicken fucking keiv is fucking frozen. So there's a little opening. I'm going to pack some flour in that, just in case. Right, okay. Right, egg. Just loads of egg. Right, just egg it up, egg wash into the breadcrumbs, just cover it, absolutely smother it. Don't pack it, just, you know, use your common sense. And we'll see how it goes. Right. And here we go. I'm just washing my hands. We want to see how this goes. Right, okay. Right, okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Well, there's not much activity going on. I think I might have cocked up on my. I think I have. I'm gonna have to whack the booster on. This could definitely jeopardise the operation of chicken keiv on a Wednesday. Shit. I'm gonna have to whack it right. I'm gonna have to go for a full whack up and a blaze. Full glory is glory is going on. That's the only way I'm going to have to do it. Otherwise, we might be in trouble with the chicken keiv. We are on a bit of a crucial moment here. I'm fearing the worst. I hope it don't happen. So I've got to be careful with my heat. I've only got a pan of oil. Like, I don't want over spillage. I've had that before in the past. It's a nightmare. Alright. I mean, I've done a video. Well, I didn't do a video the other day, but I've done a video the other day. Chicken not scallops. Basically just chicken breast cuts, cut in half, breadcrumbs, same deal. And they came out fantastic, and I was gutted I never videoed it, and they were on a 4, but I think what's happened is, because the chicken's semi-frozen, it's reduced the heat down, but I need to be careful, and I'm watching this pan like a fucking hawk, so right, okay. Let's have a little shifty around. Let's move it about. Right, okay, right, my theory is coming true. Now I've got to turn it right down because it's come up, the oil's come up temperature now. And I can tell that just by the bottom of that keiv, it's now upside down, is brown, alright? Which is what we want, but you know, we don't want. I've got to be very careful how I do this. This is almost military fucking style operation. Do you know what I mean? Like, keep it hush hush, don't fucking tell no one. And I can judge when a lot of the meat is done just by the amount of bubbles that are coming out, and also what, like, a type of bubbles as well. Like in the beginning, if you're talking about fresh meat, you'll get like lots of tiny little bubbles, and as they become, as them bubbles thin out and they become bigger and less of them, that's roughly that's when to take it out. Because don't forget, this is going to rest as well. So, I mean, the scallops, I think it's chicken scallops. That's it, chicken scallops. That I done the other day, and I didn't video it. I was so gutted because it was amazing. They came out like almost godlike perfect. So I've got to be careful what I'm actually fucking doing. Okay. Right, it feels lighter. Oh, I do have to be careful. So we're on a 6 at the moment. I'm going to lower that down to about 5. So I've had to bring the temperature of the oil up, and now as these have gone in, I've had to lower it back down again and now bring it up. So I've had to go up, down, and now up again, and now I'm resting. Alright, so well, that's the bacon anyway, that is going in in the salad. I might do a boiled egg as well for the salad as well, I don't know yet. Right, them bubbles are starting to become more aerated, so I'm gonna call it. So I am gonna call it right now. Okay. Alright, so there we go. So that's one homemade. See the cheese just starting to come out. So I reckon I'm just going to leave that over there to rest. Now, that was the smaller one. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to turn this up a little bit onto a 6. Actually, probably onto a 7 actually. But we've got to be quick. So okie dokie. So I'm just cutting the clean film off. Right, okay. And that's what we got. Alright. So that's all frozen, or mostly frozen. Right. Flour, put it in. Alright. Flour in. Make sure it's all covered. Pat it down. This flour is seasoned as well. Alright. Okay. egg wash, get it in everything, get the whole thing splattered in it. But be quick, don't take the piss. Right, breadcrumbs in. Really get it in there, drum them breadcrumbs in. Not, just be careful, don't squeeze them in, like I said before. Just, you know, use your common, you know, nice and easy. Right, let's wash the hands, or the hand, and now top side up. We're going to put this in, and it's gone over straight away. Right, okay, let's rectify it. Let's turn that down a tad, and that is it really. Right, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the flour. I don't need that. And let's get rid of the egg yolk. I don't need that. That's fucked. Okay. Didn't need the butter thing anyway, so that's cool. So I've got this on about a 6. I'm now going to lower it down to about a 5. I'm going to check that bottom. Okay. Bottom's fine. We want to just keep it so I can tell, don't forget, we had this oil up to a reasonable temperature. It's fluctuating between 4 and 5. We had to bring it up and down a few times. But this keiv is a lot bigger, and it was in the freezer for a little bit longer while I made that one, which is a smaller keiv. So I've got to use my judgment here now, because I don't want the bottom of that keiv to burn, okay? Because it's top side up where I wrapped it. All that cheese is in the top, inside, like a wrap, alright? And then once it's all sealed in, then we can do all the bits to it. That's how you do a chicken keiv. How you don't make a chicken keiv is by getting a chicken breast, cutting a slit in it and stuffing some parsley butter in it and thinking that's a chicken keiv. That is not a chicken keiv. That's called cheating. Right, so now I'm confident I'm going to turn it upside down now, and I'm going to keep the temperature at 5. I need to, because don't forget, this is almost not twice as big as that, but at least 35% bigger. Although I did, that's why, remember in the last video we mashed down the chicken meat a little bit, because you want to get it thinner than it is naturally. Alright? Otherwise, you'll just end up with raw chicken breast. Or, in a video that I've seen recently, overcooked chicken breast and inside the butter's barely melted or has melted and has fucked off. We don't want that. And don't forget, inside this here we have extra mature cheddar cheese, we've got parmesan and parsley in the breadcrumbs themselves, and blue Stilton cheese. Okay, so this is basically a chicken kiev with extra mature red Leicester and blue Stilton cheese. Right, let's turn this sucker back up the right way. Now that cheese is just starting to come out a little bit, but I'm just going to cook it for a little bit more. I'm just keeping an eye on the size of these bubbles that are coming out. They're still fairly small. Once they start to dissipate enough, I will take it out. I'm thinking that the cheese, I think I probably packed a lot of cheese inside this one, and it's squeezed out for a little gap, but I've got to be careful because I don't want undercooked chicken. That's what I don't want, and I'm praying that's not the case. I want it perfect. And don't forget, we've got to include resting time as well. So I'm just feeling the weight of it. It's starting to get a little bit floaty. Just sort of bath this. And this is beef fat, by the way, this oil. This is beef fat, lard and the hazelnut, roasted hazelnut and pecan oil as well. So it's got some good shit going on in here. You know, this video will be a long one. It's a very simple recipe, but I just want to get it really nice for everyone to see. And do my best. So, I mean, do like and subscribe and comment as well, even if you don't like it. I've done quite a lot of Forza videos lately. Let me just keep an eye on this. Yeah, I'm basically going through my alphabet of Forza from A to V, from Alfa Romeo, say, to Volvo. No matter how unsuited the car is to the track. That's what we're doing at the moment. Just going to turn this up a little tiny bit. I'm turning it up to a 7, so I'm hoping that is not a good idea. I'm literally just testing the weight of it. I just want to see. Right, I'm going to call it. I'm calling it. I'm going to call it. Let's have a little feel. I don't know, there's quite a bit of weight left on that really, so I mean, I'm not comfortable with that coming out just yet. I know it's a little bit boring, I know that, I do apologise. I don't do edits, I don't know how to do it, so that's why I don't do edits. So I just I've just got, I'm going to call it now. I'm calling it. I've got cheese coming out. I'm calling it. So that is what I'm doing. So I've called it. I've took it out. I'm turning this off. And that's the, I'm going to put the oil over there. And that's chicken kievs freshly out of the fire. Just done. So I've got to be careful how I do this. So there we go. Oh, that's come towards me. Right, so I'm going to leave them to just rest and stuff. There we go. Right, so I'm going to leave them to rest and stuff. That's part 2. The bacon is obviously done. That's just chilling there, doing its glorious thing. Next video, we are going to do the chips in that oil. We're going to do the salad, and I've got a little bit of surprise for the salad. Don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to give it a go. Yeah, and that's part 2. So winner, chicken. Chicken keiv. Not keiv, keiv. Dinner. Yeah. I want the bacon too. Don't forget me. See you later.